Okay, it's too late now. The Kha'Zix is coming. Oh, what is happening? I'm down. Holy, you owned it. Yeah, no, flash. Oh, you forgot? You must have forgot. Okay. We know what a main problem in gold is, right? Chat, what do you think I'm gonna say? What do you think I'm gonna say? Chat, what do you think I'm gonna say? Of course, the map awareness, right? Because again, their mid is coming, their jungle is coming. Literally, you can see them on the map. So it's not that you guys can't PvP correctly. I mean, this is pretty good, right? It's that you don't know what's going to happen when other people show up. Sorry, not even that. You don't even know that other people are showing up, right? So that's kind of like a big issue, I think, at this elo apparently, right? Is we need to be looking at the map when we want to fight.
Yeah, stay on that.
So like, it's actually interesting. As you're fighting, you can glance at the map. I'm not even joking. Right when you eat him, we can glance at the map and notice, okay, their mid is, you know, their mid and jungle. Top is dead, no TP. So mid and jungle are coming. Off the top of your head. Right? So you make a fast play and we get out. Think about that. See, remember, we make a fast play and we get out. How fast we gotta kill him? Instantly.
Okay.
Fast play. Okay, now we get out. See? Easy. And see, all this is planned before we are fighting. Or even as we are fighting. Because when Rakan keeps going, you will know not to walk forward. Which is what you're doing here. You're trying to follow him. Correct? Right? So you need to know before these people show up in the fight. Okay? Let's fast forward here. I don't know what's happening here. It doesn't matter. And laning phase is almost over. Guys, you think it's only this video? Maybe it's like one VOD per video? What do you guys think? It's already 20 minutes.
God damn.
Okay, support is missing everything.
Jesus
That's not your fault.
fucking Christ.
Let me see. Is there a way to fix this? I don't know. The E is okay. I think we only clipped him, so it's not ideal. So what we can do here is we can walk along this line to cut him off.
Oh my god.
Because notice how he's doing
close.
this, and if we're look at the sharper the angle, the more you can cut him off from their tower. So what you did is you followed him in this like parabolic route. No. What you guys want to do is cut them off like this. Because they have to take there's a long way around to the tower. Right? So that way, well, and by doing so, you would have bought yourself time for a fat E. And that would have given Rakan better time to combo. Notice how he's trying to knock up the Veigar, who's in full motion. Right? If you had held your E and cut him off, you would have slowed him so he couldn't dodge. Okay? So, just to give you some ideas. It's just default, let's cut him off by taking the inside track. This is what I like to call the inside track. It's like a racing track, right? Look at this. There's a lane, we want to take the inside track while they take the outside one. Okay? Fast forward, I don't know what's happening top, but it looks like a disaster. Okay, so big fight here. Okay, sure. Just dump all your abilities to kill him. I like it. Yone has no ulti, so oh, fat ulti! Oh, it's beautiful! It's beautiful! That was an example of committing before. This is an example of committing before you see the CC land. But honestly,
nice.
I'm down. Because I do think they have flash, but I don't think they expected their Rakan W. It was really good. It was really good. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of practice, okay? But honestly, I would say wait for the CC. Unless you know they have no flash. But it was good. Really good. That was really good. And then you guys are basing here. Are we really afraid of? Are we just this afraid of her? I guess.
Jesus.
Wait, yeah, she just one-shot Rakan. What the hell? Oh my goodness. So what we can do here is, of course, Chad. What am I gonna say about this one?
I'm going to save it.
If LeBlanc is full on ignoring you,
An enemy has been slain.
how do we do maximum damage to her? Unload your abilities. He did. He loaded all of his abilities. And she's getting away. So with Misfortune specifically, we want to, of course, you know, CC, maximum CC, right? So this is the circle that you want. because she's gonna jump back, right? So we can just hit her, get the Eclipse proc, E to where she's going, force her to flash or something. Otherwise, you just kill her, right? So I think a lot of what we're seeing here is kind of, if there is mechanical ideas, it's do you know what's gonna happen in the next few seconds on your screen? Like she's gonna jump back, right? Or like Vega's gonna flash the Rakan ulti, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, so a lot of prediction stuff going on here at this elo. You guys are kind of playing kind of
That was so
not
clutch.
full on reactively, but seeing pretty shallow into the future. I guess laning phase is over. Okay, that was the laning phase.
Oh, come
The
on.
big takeaways, guys. Chat. What do you think the big takeaways are?
So annoying.
I would say some big takeaways are how do we play around the map? Okay, so with that, what I mean by that is, as you're trying to fight, do you know who's on the way? Can you say, okay, jungle and mid are coming because mid is pushed
Holy
in,
shit.
right? That's a big one because I
Wow.
think that happened twice. That
How are
actually
you
happened
alive?
two big scenarios
Mr. Thresh.
where we're killing Veigar fast.
Heal.
A fast play on Veigar, even though mid and jungle are coming, we killed him super fast. And then the play where we're killing Veigar again with our
Goated.
ulti, but we didn't see Kha'Zix coming for some reason, right? And also, Yone is coming to our lane. We are receiving a gank, but how we're playing it is we're not distracting Veigar from looking at his map. Okay? Think about it this way.
I'll be back.
Fights are breaking out bot. Enemy is trying to, if enemy is ganking you, they're gonna try and distract you from looking at your map, right? And then when you guys are ganking bot, you need to distract them to prevent them from looking at their map. Okay, I think that's kind of like the big things we saw here. I mean, there are some other things we saw, like, you know, taking the inside track and whatnot, but it seems to be the big one, at least for this guy. Okay, so hopefully you guys learned something. Slash we're
Miscalculated.
entertained, and if you guys want me to make more of these, let me know. Honestly, I thought I was gonna do 3 of these in one video, but one was already long enough, honestly. Chad, do you have anything to say before we end the video? You have anything to say? Oh yeah, holding on to your kid. Yeah, holding on to your kid was a good one. You guys don't want to say goodbye to YouTube? Nobody?
Primary directive. Kill.
Fuck you, YouTube. Alright, say goodbye to your little brother from YouTube. Your little brother YouTube. Twitch is the big brother, right? Twitch is Oni-chan. Alright, guys. TY for watching.
Fashion for survival. And home.
What's up, YouTube? I am losing my mind at 2 a.m. and you know me, I'm only productive when I'm about to ruin my sleep schedule.
I have 4
So,
stacks
wanna
at
read
7
some
minutes,
manga,
Pog.
and you know, I'm down to not feel guilty if I make a YouTube video for you guys. Alright, so yeah, we're doing this.
Just
okay,
use the wall.
so basically, today's video is going to be one you actually shouldn't miss. Right? This is actually probably gonna be the most helpful thing I've released in recent memory. No, like honestly, I haven't really been doing anything in the last 5 months, so hopefully this makes up for a little bit of it. But if you are actually looking for the habits I use in my games and how it should look like, you know, like basically what ideal gameplay looks like. I had a game earlier today, Piss Low D2, where we carried with 10 CS a minute. Pretty much, it's not perfect, but it was very, very consistently good. And that's kind of what you're looking for in solo queue. Consistently good. You can't really be perfect, right? You're gonna make mistakes no matter what. So getting as close to perfect, I guess. You want to play. You want to play your best. I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah, play your best, and you want to increase the consistency of your best gameplay by inserting habits. I mean, if you ever seen a goddamn video on this channel, you know I'm all about those habits. So we're gonna watch the gameplay. We're gonna stop and pause on everything that happens, good or bad. We're gonna talk about how we can reproduce it, how it came to be, how we can reproduce it, and or if it's bad, how can we prevent it. Okay, it's actually gonna be kind of a long video. I'll probably run it through the editor. Yeah, let's get started. You do not want to miss this one, to be honest. I think this video is targeted towards diamond players trying to break the master barrier, and or you know, master gem players trying to increase consistency, or anyone else who's lower elo than that. Well, you can see what I'm doing differently than you guys, right? And come up with your own ideas, right? But yeah, let's get into it. All right. So first off, of course, we need to take a look at the load screen. We have Quinn, Hecarim, Syndra, the switching set versus Teemo, Nunu, Malzahar, Caitlyn, thresh. Right? Kind of weird, but not too far deviated from normal. I mean, Hecarim, Quinn is kind of weird. And so is like Teemo, Malzahar, Nunu sometimes, but whatever. Oh, Caitlyn too, I guess. Maybe I'm just soft with this champion, but yeah. Not the strangest comp, so pretty average game, to be honest. Alright, let's fast forward. Let's go to the laning phase. Nunu doesn't have to leave, so I want to pull the wave, right? Usually speaking, my default strat is pulling the wave. If you want to get into that higher level of things, we had to check every single bush to make sure they weren't hiding in the bush, right? Thresh leads in case they're camping. The instant we fight, we exhaust Misfortune. That's the thought, and we kite it out, you know. But if we can gain control of this bush and they're leashing, we're really happy because we can pull the wave and make them lose XP, right? That's pretty normal, standard operating procedure at the higher ranks. You know, if you're lower than fucking diamond or something, you don't worry about this, right? It's just something to use and abuse at a higher level. Because when you pull the wave, the minions should focus, or if you do it correctly, the minions will focus down your melee minion first, so that if they're leashing, they will lose XP, so they can't get level 2, and you get level 2, so you have control of the wave. So you're gonna see what a boss leash looks like. So basically, you want to gather all the minions onto you, and then leave. So what happened here was when I mean by gather the minions, right? I mean all the ranged minions must look at you. This one ranged minion did not look at you. Okay? You can tell by that little icon on their head. Means they're hitting you, right? So if you don't see that, you didn't attract his attention. This third minion didn't see us, so he's not going to combine focus fire on minions here, right? So if you want to learn how to lead to pull properly, gather all the minions so that they will focus one minion down. See how it's spreading damage to this guy's this guy and this guy? Yeah, we fucked it up, right? But you know, that's basically how you do it. Gather all the minions and then pull the wave down into the bush. And you see that they were in fact not leashing, or they abandoned the leash immediately when they saw what we were doing. Usually if you're gonna look out for that, if you are leashing, right? You're gonna look out for the coverage peak and or the bot leash, which is level 1 advantages. Let's fast forward a little bit because it's kind of a long game. There's a lot to cover. Anytime something happens in lane, we will pause back in.
Nice shit.
Right? But a lot of what you're gonna see is literally what I talk about in my coaching section. I mean, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Thresh wanting to play auto tag trade, right?
Here, help me out.
How did he do it? Anytime they want a minion, yo, that's our time to go, right? So yeah, it's literally the same thing. Anytime here, if you've seen any of my coaching videos, it's actually the same goddamn thing, right? It's just, you know, more precise, more streamlined, you know, deeper habits.
Oh
at a higher
fuck,
level,
that's
right?
a Diana, that's
Then,
not a
you know,
jinx.
once you do this, then it's like, oh,
You might wanna back up.
No, he can't, so we can just fucking hit her, right?
She
Can Misfortune
won't
counter?
Rift Maker,
It's
so
really
she's gonna
pretty
be a
serious,
lot
right? I missed the
tankier.
auto attack there, unfortunately, but Thresh got the empowered auto attack off, which is important. Let's fast forward to something interesting happens. Let's actually use the speed up function. I mean, I guess if you want to talk about her, okay. So if we're gonna look at this from a higher level perspective, let's just talk about everything, I guess. Right? So we see we have a Q here. She wants a minion. I press Q. Same thing. Okay. Fast forward. That's the habit of every time one of your minions is dying, can you punish with your champion and or your support partner, right? Okay, and then this is just this set is kind of running it down. But since he's playing set, he's kind of OP, right? Let's watch this real quick. Sure. Everyone's happy. Alright, let's go back and talk about this. things that we did correctly and things that we didn't do.
Dumb
Right? So,
waste
let's talk about
time.
this. 2v2 real
So
quick,
mad,
right?
dumb
So,
waste
they're hitting
time.
3 on the 3
Dumb
ingredients, right?
waste
On the
time.
fourth wave after the cannon wave. Cookie, EU West Travel HD, told me that you can actually label the waves as A, B, and C. A being the first wave, B being the second wave, C being the cannon wave, right? So this is the level 3 is wave 4, which is wave A after the cannon wave, right? So this is this wave. So you're gonna get level 3 off this wave. But anyway, Sense going in, because Thresh is landing hook. So if you want to learn how to trap combo off hook, and Thresh is in melee range, so it's really weird. It's not gonna pull twice, it's gonna pull into Thresh. You should put the trap.
Rip.
What? You should put the trap on top of Thresh. Check it out. So,
Jesus
if you
Christ.
want,
Your
he
team
will
has
go on
destroyed
Thresh.
5,000
He's gonna
turrets.
pull
Oh
it
my
twice
god.
Into Thresh. You just trap here, right? Or trap to where Thresh is going. Right? It's really weird like that, but that's just how it be. So you see how I trapped a little bit above, right? Because I thought it was like, you know, 2 hook pull and then that, right inside Thresh, right? So 2v2 happens. What do you guys do? Default is hit the closest target until you can aim ADC
I am the
or
antidote
finish support,
for the
right?
rivers of
Let's take a
poison
look.
flowing
We're just
beneath
hitting
us
set,
all.
right? And I hit the Scorcher with a hedge auto cancel and keep hitting set until I can kill him with Q. So I use Q because he has no flash. Flash after him. Now this is where you can say mistakes happen. Maybe I shouldn't have insta exhausted, right? Because maybe
I got
tried
much
to
more
revive
by
my
not
bot
following that.
at the last second. But since she's level 3, I think it's highly unlikely we can use exhaust to generate an HP differential, right? So maybe I can hit her a few more times like that. You know, she let me hit her a few times because she's she's hitting minions while she's running away. Actually, at a higher level standpoint, if you're disengaging, do not stop for the minions. So Misfortune stopped me to hit minions, I just get free hits, right? So don't do that. So exhaust actually for HP difference is actually very relative, so not boosting wave, right? So sure, I pulled a wave here because it's a very safe spot. No one has flashes. We're gonna gate the shit out of them, and or if we push and Thresh fucks up the lantern, we're gonna have a bad time, right? So actually, I had a game before this where Thresh did exactly that. So I'm a little scarred from that, right? So you see me every time someone wants a minion, I'm gonna pretend to try and hit her. Look at that, right? This is slightly different than actually hitting them when they want a minion, because for some reason you can't actually hit them. Maybe they're minions, range minions. Maybe they can retaliate with
A lot of gold.
right? So you just pretend to do it. So you just stand here and you see what she does. So I'm just standing here with headshot ready and one more auto attack. I'm like, what is she gonna do? And then I'm like, if she goes for it, I'm just gonna kill her, right? I'm just gonna headshot into that or something like that, run her down, right? I'm gonna pretend to do that. I'm not really sure if I'm going to, but I can threaten it for sure. She has no idea what I'm doing, right? She's like, holy shit, this guy's headshot. I don't wanna walk up. I'm just chilling, right? You can tell I'm being very.
He has his package too.
Also, not really a higher level habit, but I would say it is a habit I learned when I got.
Okay.
It's I press S before a minion is about to die. Just press S. Every time a minion's about to die, I just press S. Last hit, right? Precisely last hit. Right? This is something I watched watching Korean VODs when they were last hitting. I was like, holy shit, how did they get every single CS? And they literally were just like laning and stuff, and then when a minion is about to die, they literally just stop, last hit it, and then continue. Right? That's something you can do. A lot of times when people are clicking back and forth in lane, and then they click on the minion too late, it's because they were busy clicking back and forth. Right? So you can press S and pre-hover your mouse on the minion. So if you'll see here, I get like a shit ton of CS in this laning phase, right? I press S, last hit, stand still. Rinse and repeat. I walk up, pressure, press S, stand still, right? So I'm doing a lot of like, you know, a lot of back and forth and a lot of pressing S. Look at this. Anytime my character is standing still, it's because I pressed S. And you'll notice I'm actually getting all these last hits. You'll see later that I have like 10 CS a minute, over 10 CS a minute actually, from the laning phase itself, right? I think at 10 minutes and 30 seconds you get 114 CS. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. We should talk about this real quick. So this is why I say we're gonna slow push / freeze because no one has flash, right? So ganks are likely to happen. You see Nunu playing bot side. Anytime you kill minions, you do want to look at the map. I realize I'm talking a lot, so maybe we won't be cutting anything out, right? But you see how, you know, why is Thresh inting here? Can anyone explain? It's because Sek can just eat him, right? So if he gets slowed, a slow is death. In this case, we would say, right? Because Thresh cannot get away, and we cannot turn kill. I don't think we have Ignite. Who are you supposed to kill? You're gonna kill season 10 champion set, or you're gonna kill full HP Hecarim? It's not possible, right? So, Thresh is kind of dying here, not my fault. I kind of ran it down. If we were Faker, you can say, hey, you can't trap the guy engaging, but you can trap the follow-up. Right? So you can trap here. So, I mean, if you're a fucking god and you know that you see that Thresh is about to get stunned, you can trap here. Hecarim sees that, runs straight in, and you trap here. Now he has to go around and Thresh goes back. But, dude, that's like fucking hard, dude, honestly. I didn't think Thresh was gonna aim, so I was like, oh shit, my bad. So you see how I placed the test super late, and 1% which doesn't do anything, and once they're Hecarim, it did damage, so it's not happening, right? Yeah, that's actually something you can do if your support is getting caught. Just think about anytime your support is inting, can I save him by CCing?
I.e., what's a bursty item that I could get?
You could input here, because if you play Caitlyn,
RFC, Stormrazor.
any ADC with CC,
What's the difference between Stormrazor and
like that? Actually, very effective.
Energized
against jungles.
attack?
So if you think from a jungler's
Energized
perspective,
attack,
when you're running straight in with
120,
no flash, no
120,
ghost,
slows, extra
when you get
range.
slowed,
So
what does
they're
it
the
do?
same exact
Anything like
item
that.
damage-wise.
You just
Well,
walk
I
away.
don't know
So
about
this
like
guy's just hex
stats, but
flashing. Be
passive-wise.
very mindful of his hex flash from Bush with Nimbus Cloak combo. Really cancer champ by the way. Thank you, Rag Games, for
40,
introducing us to this
15,
character.
40.
Here, I get pulled a little bit. I'm
That's just
trying to
attack
tempt them,
speed and
trying
move
to see if I
speed.
can get them to stay because they see Nunu
Another.
bot side.
Okay,
Right?
got
We
it.
did just see Hecarim is here, so this could be grief, but at the same time, if you successfully pull this wave, again, same concept of pulling the wave down in this bottom bush. You pull the wave this way, and you freeze here. They're really upset with a really bad base, and Thresh is here, so they can't break the freeze because even if Hecarim's here, we have Thresh full HP, and I have full HP, and Nunu is full HP. Versus Hecarim full HP, and these two no HP, right? They can't break the freeze. So if you can successfully pull, which is what I'm trying to do here, you'll be very happy here, right? So you can see here, as long as you can pull the range minions, you're good to go, right? Did not quite pull the range minions, so it's gonna have to be a slow push or a fast push, depending on if they base or not. If they don't base, we're definitely not basing with the HP or damage, right? But they are definitely basing, so I'm just like, hey, can I debate this guy, right? So here,
I auto
you see Thresh
smited
coming
when
in.
it was at
You really have to
935,
make
so
sure
it healed.
this
I
Hecarim is in
actually
3
would have gotten that stolen if you were enemy Kaisa.
So yeah, cue the bush or something, or hope he's not like challenger or something. But yeah, he could be 3 million IQ waiting here. But here, if you take a look at what your jungler is doing, Nunu is not coming. Unless you're literally looking at Nunu and it's literally coming, he's not coming. See? Snowballing in the other direction. Anytime something's happening, one habit you can do is glance at the map. See if anyone in the team is actually coming. No one's actually coming. So you know it's just 2v2 or 2v3. Like, okay, this kind of fuck with us. I get to take lantern. No. They just call it. Right? I can potion here, right? I use the potion here to make sure to get the push off in case Hecarim is coming. Right? You need to make sure to push the next wave because anytime you push and you want to crash the tower, you need to make sure to get to the tower. Push this wave, it's not getting to the tower. Right? The next
I'm not looking forward to getting M7
you need to be able to
on
push the next
Kindred.
wave or just concede. You're like, oh, I fucked
Like,
up. So you see Hecarim top side.
the thing that kind of
I think you can
sucks is
argue
that
we should have
I
slow pushed
know
this
that
and
it's
pushed
going
next
to take
wave,
me a
right?
long time to get M7 on every
Slight
champ,
mistake. Well, maybe not
but
slight